what you have to have in order to be a polygon. Tell me one thing, Kaden.
At least 3 or more sides.
At least 3 sides, 3 or more sides. Okay, tell me another thing, Addison.
Closed shape.
It must be closed. And the last thing, Tatum?
It has to have straight sides.
All sides must be straight. There can be no curves. Do you have to have all 3 things or just at least one of those?
All 3.
All 3. So if you are, if the question asks you which one of these figures is not a quadrilateral, a polygon, write your checklist and go through there and check them off. Okay. Tell me what a shape with 9 sides is called. What is it, Braden?
Nonagon?
A nonagon. Is how many sides it's nonagon? 9 sides. If it's 7 sides, what is it, Hayden?
Is it like a heptagon or?
Yes. Heptagon. Okay. What do we call a shape with 12 sides? Hayden?
A dodecagon.
Dodecagon. 10 sides. Sally? Decagon. 8 sides. Go for it, Alex. What is it?
Octagon.
Octagon. What do you call a shape with 6 sides, Kaylin? If you don't know, where are you? Say it again.
Hexagon.
Yes. 5 sides. Tyler,
Actually, I can't remember anymore.
look at it. Look at your notes.
Okay, that's what I am looking at. That's not what I'm looking at.
Let me look.
5 sides.
5 sides is a pentagon.
Pentagon, okay. 6, 7, 11. Casey? Pentagon. What am I missing?
One side.
One side got a thing. 3 sides. Everybody.
Triangle.
4 sides.
Quadrilateral.
Oh, not a square.
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral's more broad. Okay, now let's get more specific on quadrilateral. So to be quadrilateral, all you have to have is
4 sides.
4 sides. Okay, then we have it breaks down into polygons, or sorry, parallelograms or trapezoids. What do you have to be a parallelogram?
And a pair of equal sides.
Kate raised her hand. Thank you. Go, Kate.
2 pairs of parallel sides.
2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 sides, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At least 4 sides?
No, 4 sides.
You have to.
You have to have 4 sides. What do you have to be a trapezoid? Sally. 1 pair of parallel sides and 4 sides, right? From there you could have a right trapezoid or an isosceles trapezoid, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to parallelogram. Under parallelogram we have some figures. So we have rectangle, rhombus, and square. What do you have to be a rectangle? Tell me, Ethan.
So 2 sides are the same, and then 2 other sides are the same.
A rectangle, opposite sides are congruent.
Yeah.
You have to have how many sides?
4.
What kind of angles?
You just said
Right.
Right angles. How many pair of parallel sides?
2.
Okay. Rhombus. Something about a rhombus. Go for it, Ryder. Tell me about my sides first. What do they look like? There are 2 pairs of parallel sides. What else? All sides are equal. How many sides do we have? 4. Okay. So tell me about a square. Tell me, Emily. Start with my sides. 4 sides. 2 pair of parallel sides. All angles are right, and all sides are equal. Okay? So a square is a rhombus because all sides are equal. right? And there's two pairs of parallel sides. A square is a rectangle because there are 4 right angles, 2 pairs of parallel sides, 4 sides. Okay, any questions over parallel polygons or quadrilaterals?
No.
Okay, let's look at classifying triangles. How can we classify triangles?
Wait, what?
How can we classify triangles?
Oh.
By their what and what?
Angles?
Angles and
Sides.
sides. Wow, I'm so glad it told me that. Isn't that awesome? The types, we're going to put them together, okay? So, I have mine here. So, well, let's start with angles. So, I may cut all the way across on this so it opens up nice and neat. Shoot. Okay, angles. 3 types of angles: acute, right, and obtuse. When we classify angles, we are looking at the largest angle. So if the largest angle on my triangle is acute, that's how I'm classifying it. If we're classifying it by acute angles, that means all my angles are acute. Acute is less than what degree?
Less than 90.
90, less than 90, okay? We can also classify by right. If I am classifying it as a right triangle, my largest angle is a what kind of angle?
Right.
A right angle. If we have a right triangle, that means we have 1 right angle and 2 acute angles. And last but not least, Mr. Obtuse. If we have an obtuse triangle, my largest angle is obtuse, and then I have 2 acute angles. So it says a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. Okay, so from there we can also classify by their sides. Okay. The first one is scaling. On a scaling triangle, there are no equal sides and no equal angles. So there's one, well, that's confusing. Can y'all do me a favor? I got a little pencil happy when I was drawing this. Get rid of one of these lines right here.
We can't erase it.
Yeah.
Draw an X over it. There should only be
Alright.
There should only be 2 marks in this angle. Okay, so with each angle having an opposite or a different number of marks, there's 1 mark here. Well, I guess there are 2 marks there. Man, I'm going crazy. Is it a Monday or is it a Monday?
It's
It's
a Monday.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
There is only 2 marks there. I'm sorry. So 1 mark there, 2 marks there, 3 marks there. That shows me that each angle.
There's supposed to be 1 mark there.
I'm kind of lost now.
Okay.
Mark on the top, 2
So
marks.
everyone listen. In and out. There's 1 mark here. There's 1 line there. There's 2 marks in this corner. And there's 1, 2, 3. I looked at that and I saw 3 for some crazy reason. I'm sorry.
Why are there 3 though?
So we need to erase our X's.
Yes, erase your X offline.
Wouldn't that be a cube?
I'm going to show you we're looking at sides, not angles.
Oh.
We're looking at sides, not angles. We're going to put them together when it comes to types. So scaling, no equal sides, no equal angles. That's why there's a different number of marks in each corner. Isosceles. At least 2 equal sides and 2 equal angles. So you see how these 2 have 1 mark, 1 mark. That shows that these 2 are equal. Then I have this angle has 1 mark, this angle has 1 mark. That means that these are
The same.
equal, right?
Yes.
This is different and this is different. So this is different than those. This is different than those. Okay. Notice how I said at least 2 equal sides. So listen, we'll come back to that in a minute. And then the last one is an equilateral. All sides are
The same group.
equal and all angles are equal.
same.
Okay,
So that could be a normal triangle.
not a normal triangle, an equilateral triangle. Y'all are probably used to seeing equilateral triangles. Hopefully you've seen isosceles and scalene by this point in 5th grade, or in 4th and 5th grade.
I have.
You should have seen this in 4th grade. Okay, I need you to draw something. So you know how we said at least 2 equal sides on isosceles?
Yeah.
Can isosceles be an equilateral triangle then?
Yes,
Why?
because there's 2 equal sides.
Because an equilateral, all sides are equal, right? So I want you to draw a line from here to here. And I want you to say equilateral triangles are always isosceles. Equilateral triangles are always isosceles. Triangles. Equilateral triangles are always isosceles. Why are they always isosceles? Ethan?
Because an isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides, and equilateral has all equal sides.
It has at least 2 equal sides, yes. Is an isosceles triangle always equilateral?
No.
No, because you only have to have 2 equal sides to be an isosceles, right? But being equilateral, all
Maybe
sides
2
must be
You
equal.
can only have 2 sides.
No, at least 2 equal sides on isosceles. But to be an equilateral, all your sides must be equal.
It has, if it's at least 2 sides, it's gonna be a triangle.
Okay, but you're not listening.
a triangle.
You're okay, but right. We're not saying just triangle. We're being more specific. We're saying what type of triangle. So we're saying isosceles has to have at least 2 equal sides, right? But an equilateral triangle has to have all sides are equal. So an isosceles triangle is not always equilateral because it's not going to always have 3 equal sides. But an equilateral triangle will always be isosceles because to be an equilateral, you have to have 3 equal sides, right? And to be an isosceles, you have to have at least 2 equal sides. If you have 3 sides that are equal, you for sure have 2. You already put the sides and angles together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay. Acute triangles. So you can have a scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. So acute triangles can be drawn with a scalene angle or a scalene type. So that means no sides would be equal, right?
Yes.
You can have an isosceles acute because you would have at least 2 equal sides. Or you can have an equilateral acute triangle because all your sides are equal. Scalene, no sides. Isosceles, at least 2. Equilateral, all sides. Questions on there? Right triangles can be drawn with scalene or
Isosceles.
isosceles. Why is an equilateral triangle not there?
Oh, because they have all sides of the same.
All sides and
Angles.
angles are equal. Think about it. Could you draw a triangle with 3 right angles?
No,
No.
that's not triangle.
No, that wouldn't be a triangle because the right angles are how many degrees?
90.
90. And how many total degrees are in a triangle?
180.
180. Y'all should know that.
Oh, yeah.
So if I had 90 plus 90 plus 90, how many degrees is that?
90 plus 90 plus 90.
That would be at 270.
270. You no longer have a triangle.
Ah, wow.
Could you have a triangle with 2 right angles?
Yeah.
No, because 90 plus 90 is
180.
180. That's already the full amount of degrees are in a triangle, right? You still need 1 more angle to make 3 angles for a triangle, right? Okay. Obtuse triangles can be drawn with scaling or isosceles. Can't have an equilateral because once again, equilateral, all sides and angles are equal. If you have a triangle with 3 obtuse angles, you don't have a triangle, right? You got some other crazy figure going on. Because obtuse is bigger or smaller than right?
Bigger.
Bigger. And if we said 3 right angles is 270, if I throw in degrees that are more than 90, you're more than 180, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions on those?
No.
Okay. Look at this paper. We're not going to go through this. This just puts what we talked about in another type of graph to look at.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? It just shows what an equilateral triangle is, isosceles, and scaling. And then it shows you by acute. And then it puts it together by sides as well. Okay, but I do, however, want to look at this. More ways to see how these will be tested. Okay. A student used this graphic organizer to classify different figures. Which figures belong in the part of the organizer labeled isosceles triangle? So we want in here. So the first thing, what do we know about isosceles triangle?
All there's 2 equal sides.
Okay, 2 equal sides or
2.
2 equal sides? At least
At
2
least.
equal sides.
So figure 4.
Hold on, we're going to write this down first. At least 2 equal
Two's at
sides and angles.
2, 4, and 5.
Hey, can we please do this one step at a time, please? Okay. Figure 1. How many sides are equal?
0.
So what would that, what kind of triangle was that?
Triangle. Oh,
Type of triangle.
Scaling.
Scaling.
So I'm going to put an S above it. Figure 2.
Equilateral.
Okay.
But an equilateral can also be a
Isosceles. Very good. So it has 3 equal sides. If it has 3 equal sides, it means it has at least 2.
It's
I'm going to put E and
I didn't come
I.
I didn't even come on.
I don't know why this is getting so bright and doing that so often. Okay, figure 3.
That's scaling.
Why?
scaling.
Because no equal sides.
There are no equal sides. Okay, figure 4.
There's at least 2 sides.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 sides. This is a what type of triangle?
Isosceles.
Isosceles.
Figure 5.
Figure 5 is what?
Isosceles because it is two
Has
sides.
2 equal sides.
So we already know it.
So 2, 4, and 5.
So we have figure 2, 4, and 5.
Which would be J.
J.
You just wrote it down.
Do you know, do you have any idea what was the most picked answer?
Probably 2 and 5.
I think G's.
Yeah.
F.
I I think F.
F.
G.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I will tell you, this is an old STAR question. And this was really missed a lot because they missed figure 2. Because you have to remember at least 2 equal sides. So that means an equilateral triangle is also isosceles. Okay? That at least 2 means it could be 2 or 3 equal sides.
So the answer is gonna be J.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Peyton.
That was right.
Oh.
You were
This graphic organizer is being used to classify triangles based on their angle measures or side lengths. Which list shows all of the ways this triangle could be classified? Okay, looking at its sides, it is what type of triangle?
Equilateral.
Okay, equilateral.
Can we do an E?
You can just put an E, that's fine. Looking at its angles, it is a
Q.
acute.
So I need you can go ahead and mark out A and B because I only has one.
Okay.
And it's also isosceles.
Why is it also isosceles?
Because it has two or more of the same angle.
Very good. Isosceles is at least 2.
So it's D.
D has all 3 of those, and C only has
Two
isosceles.
Yes,
You could have just done process of elimination when you got the first two and you already done.
that's right. Okay,
Wait,
guys.
but it says,
Go ahead.
isn't equilaterals isosceles? So you wouldn't have to on C. Would you have to put equilateral?
Yes.
Says an equilateral.
That's why that one's wrong because it's using equilateral.
Oh.
The word only. It's more than just those 2. Guys, this is also a STAR question. As you can see, you have to know for STAR test that an isosceles triangle can, or equilateral triangle is also isosceles. Yes, Tyler.
Do you know how it's called triangle? I think I know why it's called that. Cause it has triangles,
Triangles
triple or
3.
3, and it has,
Triangles 3, yes.
so and there's
And
there's 3 angles, so it's probably the reason why it's called a triangle.
Yes. Any questions about these 2 questions? Yes, Kevin.
No, it's not much time.
Any questions about these 2 questions? Comments? Concerns? All right. You, if these have not been glued in, please glue them in, and you can put your journal away.